Alright, so I'm going to say this again since I got my video on now. It's a growth problem because it's money in the bank, so we're going to use the growth formula. Your starting amount goes for A. Your interest rate goes for R. And what about X? X is 8 years. You put an 8 right there. Now all you got to do to find your answer is type that in your calculator. Let me get a calculator.
What, with the 22 or just?
Alright, so I'm going to type it in, Mason, just like I see it. 23,000 times 1 plus 0.065 to the 8th power. I got $38,064.90. Y'all check my work.
Yep, you're right.
That is correct.
So really all you're doing is typing this stuff in the calculator to find your answers. Alright, everybody good on number 2? Any questions where I got any of those numbers from?
I'm just saying, you get that kind of interest, bro, you doing high.
You know, you don't get that kind of interest anymore. When I was younger, you did, but it's not going to grow that much anymore.
Could you potentially get it to grow that much?
The more money you
But the good thing about having low interest rates is now if you got a loan for a house, you're not paying all that extra interest either. So you don't make as much in your savings account, but you don't pay as much on your car loan or your house loan. It always evens out. All right, number 3. All right, number 3. Is it going to be growth or decay? I don't know. Let's read it. There's 357 snakes in the hayfield, and the number is decreasing. So we got to use decay. All right, where does 357 go? Starting number. That's your starting amount. 357 goes here. All right, what's the rate? It's decreasing by how much? 18%. Move the decimal point back twice, it'll be 0.18. Now, does number 3 give us how many years? No, so you just put an X right there and you leave it. That's what you write down for number 3. When it says write a model, it means write a formula for this. And since they didn't give us how many years, you just put an X in that spot. Everybody good on that? All right, now look at number 4. Number 4 is starting up where number 3 left off. Given the model for number 3, what will the snake population be in 3 years? Where do you put the 3? And then plug it in the calculator.
You gotta hold number 2 because you can't have that.
That's right. So let's plug it in and see what we get. 357, 1 minus 0.18 to the 3rd. You're going to have 196 snakes. Does anybody have a question on 3 or 4? How'd I get the 3? I read number 4 and it says 3 years. So I put 3 up in that spot. Any question on 3 or 4? All right, let's go to number 5 then. All right, I'm going to read number 5, guys. Number 5 is a different type problem. All right, number 5 says, if I have $36,000 in the bank at the end of 5 years, well, look, every problem I've given y'all, we've had the starting amount. This time they're giving us the ending amount, not the starting amount. So I got to put 36,000 over here. So it'll be 36,000 on the left side of the equal sign. Write it there first, and I'll show you what to do. All right, 5 years at 4.7% interest. So 4.7% is going to turn into what? All right, 0.047, and it said 5 years. Is that what it said? Okay, so that's how we should have this problem set up. Any question about how we set it up? Mason, need to be writing this down, buddy. All right, this time we got to work it out differently. Let's figure this part out first right here. Y'all plug that in your calculator and see what you get. $1.258. All right, check my work, please. I got 1.258. Everybody get that? Now, look at it. We got to solve for A. How do I get the A by itself? We we divide 1.258. That'll cancel. Divide here by 1.258. All right, let's see what we get. 36,000 on top divided by 1.258. All right, so how much money did we start with? We started with $28,616.85. Now, that answer should make sense because the amount you start with is going to be a little bit lower than what you ended up with. You ended up with $36,000 after 5 months or 5 years, whatever it said. What did it say? It said 5 years. So you made money. You made about $7,500.
So you can't take that problem and just do it with the decay?
Probably could. I haven't tried it that way. You might could.
I got 28,000, but I didn't get 6.
So you were a little bit off?
I was like 403.
Maybe you were a little bit off because you didn't round maybe when you had a decimal. That might be.
What'd you get up? 28,298.
That's probably close enough. I could probably give you credit for that. As long as you show me some work, I could probably give you credit for that. All right, let's go to number 6. Anybody got a question on 5? All right, number 6. What movie was that on? Snipes. Was that Up? Where the guy was looking for Snipes.
It was Up.
Was it Up? It's a great movie.
You're looking at a snipe right here.
All right, number 6 is different. All right, it says the number of snipes has tripled. So is that growth or decay? That is growth. It's getting bigger. Now, this one, guys, is different because they did not give us a percent. So watch how we do this one.
So you just put 3 in for it?
What's our starting amount?
35.
What did y'all say? 35. All right, this time it says the amount of snipes are tripling, so you just put a 3. That's it. You don't have to worry about the 1 plus or the 1 minus. Now, what if it said doubled? Times it by 2. What if it said quadrupled? Times it by 4, okay? All right, what's my years on this one? I'm going to look at it.
Hold
You're
on.
starting, Brian, in 2014.
The year is 2021.
But it says how many snipes were there in 2019. So that's 5 years. Type that in, we should be good. 35 times 3 to the 5th power. You're going to have 8,505 snipes. And actually, we should be labeling these. Yep. All right, anybody got a question on 6 before we go to 7? Right here, because I read the problem and it says the number of snipes have tripled.
So you didn't,
Okay, sorry, I didn't read
you didn't add that by the 1 in front of it?
Okay, if it says doubled or tripled, you forget the 1 plus or the 1 minus, you just put the amount that it's being multiplied by. All right, let's go to 7. All right, 7 is a growth problem. A bug. All right, 7's a growth problem, guys. It's talking about money in the bank. Now, look at it. You got $650 in the bank at the end of 4 years. Brian, Hunter, y'all need to listen, guys. I'll say it again just for y'all. You have $650 in the bank at the end of 4 years. Does that go on the right or on the left? Good. Your ending amount goes here, $650. Your starting amount, we don't know. That's what we're trying to find. What's my rate? 2.5, so that'll be 1 plus 0.025. How about my years? 4. All right, so you guys just had one of these on number 5. Go back and look at it, see how you did it.